What is going on, folks? Randy here with RTS Mobile Gaming, and bringing you a fantastic video today. We are doing a real deep dive on this Khaldoon Gandalf the White backpack build here in Lord of the Rings Rise to War Season 8 Rangers Rise. Okay, Ashworld is running Khaldoon with a Gandalf the White backpack, and he was able to back-to-back plow through a really nice Mouth of Sauron Grima combination, which is one of my favorite builds this season, by the way. I will be running this build this season. Mouth of Sauron with Grima as a backpack is one of the most exciting builds. To see it get completely decimated by a Khaldoon Gandalf the White is very impressive. Okay, and then he moves right into attacking a level 49 Gil-galad. So now Khaldoon has a 7-level difference, fighting against this Gil-galad, who has really got a great build, good gear, and a solid build with an Arwen backpack. I mean, this is another of the best builds this season. This Gil-galad Arwen combination has been tearing through people left and right. It is insane how powerful this build is, and to see both of these builds get completely dominated back-to-back by a level 42 Khaldoon with Reapers is absolutely astounding. So, let's get right into the builds, and then we'll move on from there, okay? So, first things first, shout out to Ashworld with this amazingly geared Khaldoon. I will say you can run this build without this crazy gear. Really, the only thing that you have to have is a weapon with Frenzy or a weapon with Accelerate to really make this build shine, okay? Having the double strikes from the Frenzy will give you 2 activations of Collaboration per round, 2 stacks of Hunt Down per round, and 2 stacks of the Easterling for each round, okay? So again, you want Frenzy or Accelerate. I'm running Khaldoon on my other account with Accelerate. Okay, it's not quite as good as Frenzy because it drops off in round 4, but it's 3 rounds of full damage. They're both very powerful, okay? Next, he has highly defensive abilities here with defense and maneuvers on Mithril Coat. He's got Warhelm with more plus defense plus Discord for madness. And lastly, he's got Drums of Barad-dûr for good stats, plus 3 attack and recovery each round, alright? The most important thing to note here is that he is running the top R0 tree maxed out to really make good use out of the Frenzy or Accelerate on his weapon, okay? Troop-wise, I only want to talk about one troop here. You know the other ones. Uruk-hai pikemen are brand new this season, having plus or minus 10 damage received for melee. Sorry, I said that completely wrong. Having your units take minus 10% damage from melee units is a really big deal. This is a powerful addition to any build. This ability is one of the best abilities in the game for units to have. It gives bonuses to the whole army, okay? There are other abilities also powerful to give good damage against enemy mounted units. It'll actually give you 2 additional attacks. So if there's 2 enemy mounted units on the field, you'll deal 3 attacks with the Uruk-hai pikemen. So very strong anti-cavalry. And naturally, you have Reapers here and Raiders to really get that defense bonus from the gear, okay? Alright, I mean, that's the first video, that's Khaldoon's build. Let's take a quick look at the Mouth of Sauron build that he actually was able to slap around. The gear is a little bit worse. It has 5-star purples, but this is still very good gear for Mouth of Sauron. Don't be fooled. You don't need a ton of gold gear on Mouth of Sauron. This is all you really need, okay? Cutlass with plus damage, alright. You have some good defense and anti-poison here, okay? Trapper's Hood with Hysteria for madness, and then Worn Out Smoking Pipe for healing. Really, I want to highlight Mouth of Sauron's build. He's going to provide minus 96% damage to the enemies between Harbinger and Dishearten. So 96% damage reduction to the enemies. He also has, of course, his classic Madness here with Master of Mischief and Feeble for bonus damage received, and his other abilities, okay? And then into the Gil-galad build here that also got completely whooped. Oh, I didn't even talk about the backpacks. Guys, what is wrong with me? I am so sorry. I missed the entire backpack conversation. Okay, so you have Khaldoon with all of his amazing abilities, but then you have Gandalf the White here coming in hot and heavy with 4 title trees that are amazing. 3 of them are absolutely amazing for this build. First, you have the White Rider at R5 giving plus 32% damage, okay, to the enemy. Then you have White Council at R3 giving you fantastic defensive abilities that really complement Khaldoon's R5 tree amazingly. And then you have bottom R0, which is going to be the wizard with minus 50 defense. That is a big deal, okay? That is a big deal. So you're adding huge defense from White Council, huge damage from the R5 and the bottom R0 trees to this already powerful Khaldoon, all right? The enemy Mouth of Sauron with the backpack of Grima. So Grima is going to give you Commander Madness in round 3. He is going to give you Survivor in round 4, giving you 30% reduced damage received. And he's going to give you 15% increased damage from second in command from his bottom R0. So Grima is giving some amazing abilities. Again, this is one of my favorite builds this season. I'm just so amazed to see it so completely dominated by this Khaldoon. Into the Gil-galad. I'm so sorry. So Gil-galad is running a pretty strong build, guys. He's got fairly good stuff on here. R5, okay. Bottom R0, we got White Council, we got Icicle. This is the strong standard Gil-galad build, all right? Gear is very powerful here. Good gear across the board. Anti-madness here, all right? Pursuit, okay. And his units are strong as well, with predominantly tier 3 with a few tier 2s mixed in. Okay, the backpack for Arwen. Let's talk about Arwen. Arwen is going to give you the half-elven ability, which is going to give you, in this particular build, 30% bonus damage, okay? She is going to give you the amazing healing that she has. Arwen does great healing from her bottom R0 tree. And her R5 tree is going to be 90% damage mitigation, slowly reduced over 5 hits, right? So she's going to provide amazing damage mitigation as well. She apparently her troops didn't live long enough to get off a whole lot of healing. But this Gil-galad and Arwen combination is also one of the strongest combinations this season. I've seen this build chew through 3 or 4 marches at a time. So to see them both get so soundly dominated by this Khaldoon is crazy. Let's take a quick look at the stats, guys. I'm not going to go into the reports and spend 20 minutes going through each report here, but you just have to know how powerful this is with the damage output coming out. Almost no damage came out of the enemy troops here. It looks like they were completely dominated before they can get any damage out, which is fantastic to see. And then Khaldoon actually was the damage leader for this build with 63,877. So again, keep in mind, he is pumping out 2 stacks, oh, I can't even click it. 2 stacks of Collaboration, 2 stacks of Hunt Down, and 2 stacks of Easterling each battle, which is fantastic, okay? The Gil-galad report suffered much the same fate. Khaldoon here with the damage leader, almost 90,000 damage output against a almost equally geared Gil-galad, 7 level higher. Really impressive to see this amount of damage, considering Gil-galad avoided a lot of damage in round 1 and 2 with Kingly Kin. He probably avoided all the damage in round 3 as well, because Khaldoon's faster than his units. So considering the fact that Gil-galad dodged so much damage, that says a lot to Khaldoon's ability to tank with his R5 tree, okay, and his bottom R0 tree, combined with Gandalf the White's ability to have White Council. So strong, guys. And then into the enemy damage here. You can see strong overall damage output from these folks. Definitely a better performance than that Grima combination. But complete domination again. No contest. Okay, so if you guys enjoyed this build overview, go ahead, like and sub. I love you guys. Long time, baby. Shout out to Ashworld with this amazing Khaldoon Gandalf the White. I love it. Randy out.